with Mitch Marner. Kyle Dubas, I don't know if he's ready to take this over or not, but they're in a mess up there. As good as they were looking last summer, July 1st, when they signed Tavares, they're in a mess. You know, right now the rumor going around is Mitch Marner wants 7-8 years worth $11.5 million. And honestly, he deserves that kind of money. But now they're saying, Toronto, Kyle Dubas saying, take 9.5. Help us. You're gonna win a championship. Help us out here. We got JT by your side. We got Matthews. We got not Marner, Kapanen, Nylander, Andreas Johnson. We got, Morgan Riley, Freddie Anderson, and that. We're building something here. Help us. Everyone's got to take a pay cut. That's what Brendan Shannon was saying. Why they were so good in Detroit is people took less money. Now, that being said, their camp is saying, Marner, why should we be the only person that takes a pay cut? Matthews didn't. Tavares didn't. Nylander didn't. They didn't take their pay cuts. So why should we be the ones? And now, also, you look at now they bring up examples like Stamkos, Kucherov, they took pay cuts. But they're in tax-free, where they don't get taxed on that. So, really, that contract, he's going to be making, around $6 million a year if he signs a 9.5. I don't know the exact dollar amount, but 11.5, he's going to be still making around 9.5 then. So he wants to make what he wants to make. They have that number. I don't know what's going to happen there. I really think he's going to get traded. I think that a trade would benefit both sides, because Toronto, they'll have money. Not going to have a lot of money, but they'll have money to work with. And they'll have some more assets coming in, which are going to help them for the future. Or they could try and find a team that would take Nikita Zaitsev, who is at 4.5 for the next 5 years, I think. That's a hard contract to move. You'll have to give up some serious value with it. Maybe like a Timothy Liljegren, their first-round pick in 2017. That would be tough to give up right there. Here's a guy, Nazem Kadri. You could maybe give him up. He makes $5 million a year. Patty Marleau, he's making 6 years. He's got that no-trade clause, but maybe, say, San Jose, if you want to do a send-off after they win the Cup this year, because I have a feeling they're going to win the Cup. But putting that aside, him and Thornton's like a send-off year together. They both say we'll retire after the year. That could happen in San Jose, hopefully. But not getting through the first round this year hurts them. It makes Mike Babcock look bad. Tavares played well, Matthews played well, but as a unit, defensively, they didn't play well. So, it's going to be interesting going forward, what they do with this team. I could see Marner getting traded. I think that's... And you never know, let's say to the draft, right? This gets to the draft. Teams are calling. Let's say a team like the New York Rangers. If Dallas wins Game 7, right? They'll have 3 first-round picks. So they'll say, we'll give you, not the second, because that's going to be either Capo or Hughes, right? So they're not going to give that up. But let's say they say, we'll give you Winnipeg's pick. Let's say it's like the 19th pick. We'll give you, which was Winnipeg's pick. We'll give you that. We'll give you Dallas's pick, which is, that's going to be around like 25-ish. Depending on where they finish, if they go to the finals or if they just lose next round first team out. That depends on everything. We'll give you Winnipeg, Dallas. We'll give you like Neil Pionk, young defenseman, right-handed, 23, 24. Give you a young guy, Ryan Lindgren, another young defenseman. And we'll give you, they'll give you Elias Anderson, 7th overall pick, 2017. Him, Pionk, and 2 firsts. So you're getting a young center, a young defenseman, and 2 firsts to work with. Yeah, Toronto could say, we want more, but that's a lot to say no to. You're getting a talented defenseman, a forward who is still 20. He's been in the NHL for the last 2 years. He hasn't showed signs of offense, but he's shown signs of two-way development. And the 2 first-round picks, I think the Rangers should hold on to them, just keep doing what they're doing. But you can get a guy like Mitch Marner back, him, Capo. Let's say they pick Capo. They're building something there in New York. They're building something. Or you get offers from I don't know, the Islanders. They got money. Who else would offer? I'm trying to think real quick. Vancouver. They could offer something. Boston. Boston probably doesn't have the cap space, actually. Buffalo probably could. And let's say it gets to July 1. I know it's an unwritten rule about the offer sheet where GMs say, don't offer him. You don't offer him. The last team to do so that was notable was the Flyers with Shea Weber. They offer him like the 13-year. That's why Weber's contract's ridiculous. Because Nashville's like, we got to match it. This is our guy. Have to match it. So they matched it. That was the last team to really do so that I remember. But with Martin, this could be an interesting summer. Could be interesting in Toronto. They could keep Martin, but they could ship out guys like Marleau Kadri. And here's the thing, you got to resign Kapanen, you got to resign Johnson. Like, there's only so much money to go around. And Kapanen, he could want, $6 million a year? Johnson could want, $4.5, $5? How much money do you have? You can't pay 3 guys over $11 million. You'll never win. I still don't think you can win paying 2 guys over $11 million. I know the cap's going up, but also, with the cap going up, the money that they're getting is like the more money they're giving to the players, if you understand what I'm saying. So, Lou left them. Lou did good there, but Kyle Dubas, he might be too young for this job. Toronto media, they're flipping out. They finally got a team to root for, finally got a team to get excited around. They lose to Boston again. I mean, well, another discussion, but we all know the playoff format sucks. It's fucking terrible. We know Batman doesn't know what he's doing. You're playing the same team every year. That should not be. But it hurts. It really hurts Toronto fans. Especially 2013, what happened against Boston, not be able to beat them the last 2 years in 7. It stings for you guys. It really does. So, that being said, I hope that Toronto can turn it around. Dubas figure it out, what's going on. If you guys like the video, comment, like, subscribe down below. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at XXLegendGamingXX, and catch you in the next one.